have we reached an inflection point in human behavior in how consumers view sugar consumption? And do you think Coca-Cola's moat and potentially that of Heinz or Kraft's is narrowing? And if not, what news would it take you to be convinced that it is?
Well, I think it's an enormously wide moat, but I think it's also true that the trends you described are happening. But there will be 1.9 billion 8-ounce servings of Coca-Cola products, not Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola products consumed in the world today. And I don't think you're going to see anything revolutionary, and I think you will see all food and beverage companies adjust to the expressed preferences of the consumers as they go along. No company ever does well ignoring its consumers, but there will be, I would predict 20 years from now, there will be more people, there will be more Coca-Cola cases consumed than there are now by some margin. Back in the late 1930s, Fortune ran an article saying that the growth of Coca-Cola was all over, and when we bought our Coca-Cola stock in 1988, people were not that enthused about gross profitabilities for the product. I sit here as somebody who, in the last 30 years, 1/4 of all the calories I've consumed come from Coca-Cola. And that is not an exaggeration. I am 1/4 Coca-Cola. I'm not sure which quarter, but if you really, I don't think there is this choice. I think there's a lot to be said about being happy with what you're doing. If I'd been eating broccoli and Brussels sprouts and all that all my life, I don't think I'd live as long. Every meal I would approach thinking, it's like going to jail or something. And no, I think, Charlie? Charlie's 91, and his habits aren't that different than mine. They're slightly better. But
there's no question about it. The way I look at it is, sugar is an enormously helpful substance. It prevents premature softening of the arteries. And the way I look at it is that if I die a little sooner, that'll just be avoiding a few months of drooling in a nursing home.
Charlie and I have enjoyed every meal we've ever had virtually, except when I was eating at my grandfather's, and he maybe eat those damn green vegetables. But there obviously are some shifts in preferences, although it's remarkable how durable items are in this field. Berkshire Hathaway, I believe, was the largest shareholder of General Foods from about 1981 or thereabouts to about 1984 when it was bought by Philip Morris. And that's 30 plus years ago, and those same brands, they went through Philip Morris, they got spun out as Kraft, they broke Kraft into two pieces, but now we're going to own those brands, and they're terrific brands. But, Heinz goes back to 1869. The ketchup came out a little later. They went bankrupt actually when they were counting on the horseradish or whatever it was. But the ketchup came out in the 1870s, and Coca-Cola dates to 1886. And it's a pretty good bet that an awful lot of people are going to like the same thing. And when I compare drinking Coca-Cola, to something that somebody would sell me at Whole Foods, I don't know. I don't see smiles on the faces of people at Whole Foods. So I like the brands we're buying.